Hello guys, and welcome to this celebration video. I'm really happy that Rhino reached 10,000 subscribers. And as a big thank you, I'd like to do a giveaway and also answer all your questions in my first ever Q&A. So it's a 10K Q&A giveaway. So I'll give away two really hot board games and we'll have two winners. One will win the Lost Ruins of Arnak and another one will win It's a Wonderful World. The copies will be given to me by the Game Rules, which is the best online shop for gaming based in my country, in Greece, but they ship all around the world and they have a really big selection of board games. So a big thank you to the Game Rules. And let's see how you can enter the giveaway. First of all, you need to be a subscriber in my channel if you're not already. Then you go to my Instagram profile and follow me there. And as the third step, you find this post, which is about the giveaway. You give it a like and leave a comment mentioning which game you'd like to win, It's a Wonderful World or Lost Ruins of Arnak, or you can say either. The giveaway will be open for 3 weeks, so it will end around the 20th of March. So you have some time to enter, and then I'll do a live on Instagram to do the 2 draws to see who won. And of course, my patrons from the tiers Rhino Files and Rhino Buddies will have 10 automatic entries in all my giveaways. So they have 10 times the chance in this one as well. You can also have such perks or generally help the Rhino grow by becoming a patron as well. And now it's Q&A time. I asked my patrons to give me their questions. I also asked on Instagram and you asked me too many things. So I'm gonna try to answer as much as I can now and maybe we'll do another Q&A soon. I'm sure this question has been answered 100 times already, but where does the name Cardboard Rhino come from? I guess it's not a very known story, but I had some sort of nickname for a couple of weeks after a game of Dixit where you're supposed to be very subtle and delicate, and I was not. Like, I was super obvious and I'm not really known for being a very tactful person. So yeah, I was known as the Rhino in that game. And I kind of liked it. I embraced the rhinohood, if you can say that. It's a cute animal after all, you know? I used it also as my DJ name, Baby Rhino, which I never really did anything in the DJ world, but it was, if I did, it would be my name. And then I used it for the channel. So, what place on Earth that you visited is your favorite? Oh, I don't know. I think I would say Lisbon, maybe. I've been there only once, but I loved it. It has a really nice vibe and I think I could live there potentially. So I'd love to go at least one more time. But also I love pretty much all the Greek islands. I don't know. It's a very tough choice. And the same question continues. What's the one place you want to go that you haven't yet been? Well, that's a big list of places. I really want to go to Argentina. I've been saying that for over a decade now. And then as well to Chile, and then
to Japan, and then to Tunisia, and then to New Orleans, then to Canada, New Zealand.
What is your #1 favorite board game? I don't really have a favorite anything. I don't have a favorite food, a favorite song, a favorite movie. I have groups of favorite stuff. And for games, I think there's 2 categories. There's the games that they make you feel in a certain way that you'd be up for playing them anytime. For example, I'm up for playing Azul any time of the day, or Isle of Cats. These sort of games that they make you feel they have a certain quality that you kind of say yes to them all the time. And then there's the other category of really special board games, like the Twilight Imperium. It's a really great game, but I wouldn't play it anytime. First of all, you need half a day to play it, but it's still a very high-rated game on my list. Maybe I should do a top 10 of my anytime games. Let me know if you'd like that. I'm curious, if you weren't doing such stellar work in gaming, come on, what would you like to do? I don't know. I think I would do something related to video making. I'm not a professional editor or filmmaker or anything, but it's a really attractive field for me and a very creative. On the other hand, my background is in economics. I'm supposed to be an economist. I'm smiling because, I don't feel like one. I have a master's degree in behavioral economics and game theory. And then I did another master in game studies, which is game analysis, game design. It was a bit of everything. And I did both masters in Amsterdam, but without having something in mind as to what to do next or as a job. I just like both subjects. If you know of a job related to both those things, let me know. I'd like to do that. Where do you live now? In Athens, or are you still in Malta? I'm in Athens right now. I used to live in Malta. I lived there for 4 years. I did my time there. I mean, it's a great place. It's an amazing island. But after 4 years, it starts feeling a bit small. So I came back to Athens, and I don't know where I'll be next year. We'll see. What inspired you to start the channel? Well, so here's my unorthodox story with this channel. I didn't really intend to make a channel. It was randomness and alcohol that did the job. So I was living in Malta, and I have some friends who work in Mighty Boards, which is the Maltese board game company, and they needed a video for Posthuman that was on Kickstarter, a how to play video, and things back then weren't set in terms of preparing for a Kickstarter campaign. It was a bit during the start. And they needed a video urgently. They asked me if I want to help. I said yes, because I thought I was going to be behind the camera. And they asked me to, why don't you present it? And I'm like, okay. I had no idea about filmmaking, like video making or anything, editing. I wrote the script and we sat in a room to film it. And I was really, really shy. I couldn't remember any of the stuff I wrote to say. I mean, I didn't know how to do this. And of course, it couldn't happen. So I suggested, okay, maybe I'll do it another time on my own. And I set up the camera. I had a couple of shots, 2 tequila shots, and I had another try. It was okay. It was the only video in my channel that is not edited by me, because back then I didn't know pretty much anything. And then there was Cerebria from Mindclash that they also needed a video urgently, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And then slowly I realized, okay, maybe I should do more of that, But one of the main reasons that I continued was that I felt that it was well received, because I was a bit scared also that I would see brutal comments, because that's what you usually see in YouTube videos. But this is not the case for the field of gaming, and I'm really grateful for that. And it's a really nice part of the community that we are open, we are inclusive for the most part, and we're really kind to each other. So that's one of the big reasons that I continued. And in the process, I discovered my passion for video making, and it's only in the last couple of years that I'm really, really passionate about what I do, and it's not randomness or alcohol anymore, and it's my love for both board games and videos. Which Greek cheese do you like most? Feta. Yeah. Are you planning more vlogumentaries on your channel in the future? It's one of the type of videos I really, really enjoyed making. I did the making of Posthuman Saga, which was a 3-part vlogumentary, and I really enjoyed it because I got to show Malta, like the landscapes, the people, and it also involved other people, and it's nice to make videos with other people as well. That's why I have 2 cats here, because I'm all alone. And I'd like to do more. I'd love to do more vlogumentaries. Let me know if you have any ideas, like if there is a game studio you'd like me to contact and ask them to make a series about an upcoming game or a past game. I'd love to know what you think. What game do you most credit with beginning the hobby? I don't really have a specific game that after this I was like, wow, board games are awesome. I kind of always felt that way about board games, even though I hadn't really played many of them. So I remember playing a lot of Evolution where you had to play the lizard cards and feed them, and you had the carnivores, and I really enjoyed that game. And then I remember playing Dominant Species. Like, it blew my mind that such games existed. I had no idea. How old are you? Well, I am favorite edition of D&D. Well, I've only played the 5th. I have no idea what the other editions are about. I don't really like reading a bunch of stuff, so I'm happy with the 5th. And maybe you don't know about this, but I am also in a D&D show. It's in Greek, but we have subtitles in the initial episodes. It's really well made, it's really fun. You could check it out. It's called Questaro que Gustaro, which means I'm questing and I dig it. And I'm really happy to be part of that group. What is the reason you enjoy gaming? Well, that's a very deep question. I think deep down it's because it brings out all the qualities that makes you feel like a kid again. You know, and that's like really refreshing and really precious. To be curious, to be playful, to explore, to make mistakes, to laugh about things, to connect with other people as if it's the first time, because you have like roles in the game usually. I also love touching stuff, as in like it feels good to actually hold a board game. What is something you enjoy outside of gaming? Lots of stuff. Well, play some ukulele, but I really suck. I like sculpture a lot, but I have very small experience. Maybe I can show you one of my things that I made. It's plaster. It's the second head I've ever made. I'd love to do more of that, but I don't have the time, unfortunately. Does your gaming group ever get tired of having to play new games all the time? Yes, that's so true. I mean, I get tired of that. I'd like to stick to 1-2 games and play them like 100 times, but that's not possible. I miss that. Which cat do you love most? Oh, come on. No, I love them both. Fun fact about that though is that I became a cat lady only in the last year. Before COVID, I had no idea how it is to be around cats. I always wanted to get a dog, but because I live in a small place, I wouldn't want to make the dog suffer. So I started thinking of getting a cat. And then when COVID hit, just when the quarantine started, I got a cat. I was like searching in groups for stray kittens and I got one. This is Moqueta, and she's like really playful and she's a bit of a diva and stuff. Then I realized maybe she's bored, and I got another cat so that she has a brother. It was like a really good decision because he's very cuddly, super cute. And this is Vasilakis. He's really sweet. And I'm gonna close this by saying that life with cats is so much better. I can talk about my cats forever. So that's it for this Q&A. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.